So we're at day 2 of CHFA West, which was electrical energy, super high. Did you feel the same thing?
Same thing, absolutely.
Yes.
It's been a great show.
And we started with on Friday with our trend stock, which we were blown away. There's always a lot of attendees, but this year I think that people were really looking into not only what they should have on their shelf or what was trending, but what they should do with all of that information.
Exactly.
Right? Today, what we want to do is to go through some of the highlight of the show and grabbing all of this with the trend stock, like what we talk about.
Yeah.
So just as a reminder for those who didn't have the chance to be at the trend stock, we had a key message, which was to meet customers where they're at. Because as you said so well too, that they're not necessarily eating like clean all the time or using clean products.
They want better for you, slightly better for you, and that means something different for everybody. So we have to meet our consumer where they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without judging.
Exactly.
That's key. Welcoming them in because they get a lot of information. They're very confused. So when they go in your store, they need that education and feel safe.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
What was another keyword or key trend that you remember from the trend stock?
GLP-1.
Yes.
GLP-1, all things GLP-1. So making sure that we are supporting consumers if they are on that medication, or even for people that might not be ready or wanting to go on that medication, products that can also support blood sugar balancing, weight management, all those types of things as well.
Yeah. So when we're talking about weight management and support, berberine always been like a big one. If we go on the GLP-1 support, we're thinking about protein, any type of protein powders, because people's appetite shrink, but they want to make sure that they still hit their nutrients, which protein will be one of the top one that is missing.
And within protein, making sure you have options for protein. So whether that's plant-based, whey, different flavors, different deliveries, which we'll talk about as well.
Yeah, exactly. Fiber was big too. And again, that piece of education that we mentioned is key because if you go from 0 to 100, taking no fiber and then suddenly grabbing a scoop of it, you might experience a little jam or something will be
upset.
Exactly. So again, that piece of education is very, very important. What about women's health?
Women's health is big. There's a lot of conversation around menopause, perimenopause, making sure that we're supporting people on their journey for that as well.
Yes.
So having supportive products along that journey is really important too. And the education piece, right? Women are overwhelmed. They don't know a lot of their options. And
absolutely. It's no longer taboo where when you were talking about you're in perimenopause or menopause, people thought that your life was over. Well, it's not. You're just very angry. That's all happened. And a lot of other things, right?
Exactly. And the misconception that happens so much later in life. You know, a lot of women are entering perimenopause as early as their late 30s.
Absolutely.
So that conversation has really shifted.
Yeah. And one piece that I'm going to start showing some product right away is that energy piece. The portion that is related to GLP-1 is if you don't eat as much, you have less calorie, less energy. The other piece too is hydration is still very high. And thirdly, I would say the consumption of alcohol has significantly
decreased.
So because of that, people are looking for fun drinks. So one of the brands, Bloom, is going to be
packaging. It's so fun.
They're fun, lots of great flavors. They were on the show floor. They're coming to Purity very soon. And so it gives you that, nice energy and has a very bright and fun look and different flavors and no sugar, which is another key, big trend.
Exactly.
So going into, I'll jump into the protein because it was such a big focus. So we have Happy Whey.
All the way from Australia.
Yeah, from Australia. And what is good with Happy Whey, that whey protein, and again, whey is really on the rise more than the plant-based, again, because of the tummy, that digestive easiness, I would say. Happy Whey has one flavor that is Manuka honey.
That's exciting.
Has been a huge hit at the show because we've never seen that before. And it tastes great. Did you have a chance to taste it? Yes?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
And it'd be so fun to mix it. A lot of people are liking to mix the flavors of their protein too. So there's a lot of ideas you could do with this flavor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of other flavors. And what we really like too is the protein is very fine. And because of that, it mixed like really, really well. So again, it's easy to
Easy.
take.
You drink with just water. Mix it
Yes.
with water.
And a little bit of exotism from Australia.
Exactly.
Do you want to jump in something and I'll continue?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So on the beauty care side of things,
Yes.
tallow is still a huge trend. That's not really changed, but people are looking for a little bit more than just straight tallow. So there's a brand that we brought out of the US called Moo Elixir.
Yes.
Their packaging is really nice. I like that the actual
cute.
product inside too is glass, which
Yep.
is super nice.
I'm like, give it to me.
I know the packaging is really nice feeling. They have a cleansing oil, which cleansing oils and oils in general for the skin are really trending. People are looking for that super nourishing.
Yeah.
The hydrated, dewy skin look is a trend with the Korean beauty.
Korean beauty,
Which is
exactly.
another huge trend
Yeah.
that we're seeing too.
Oh, beautiful.
So their product is just so lovely. Another very exciting thing is fresh water.
Yes.
So the whole
I'll grab it
idea
too.
of farm to skin, their packaging is gorgeous. People are looking for something different in that space. They want unique scents, they want unique packaging, and fresh water really has nailed that for sure.
Nailed it for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you have the impression that you're in their field. We had them at the last CHFA,
Yes.
but they're here with us now and very successful. So that's very
Exactly.
good. Okay.
Also, with sticking with body care, so
Yes.
making sure that you're staying on trend with things like hair scalp. People are on a hair health journey.
Yeah.
And with GLP-1, a lot of people are having issues with thinning hair or the health of their hair. So there's lots of different options to
Perimenopause,
Exact-
menopause,
that
just
too.
age in general.
that too.
Yeah.
So keeping your hair healthy
Yes.
is really important as well.
And I want to mention again another like key message, or going back to the key message of the trend stock is, and again, meeting your customer where they're at.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are looking at the deck of ingredients. And of course, we want to be as clean as possible. But when you have a customer that is using hair salon, products, conventional, they need a little step in between.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's not just like the greens, right? You can't have somebody that drinks Coca-Cola and then you turn it into a green drink or green juice drinker.
You're gonna
There's
freak them out.
exceptions.
Yeah, you're gonna scare them a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind in all of the options that you have in your store, to have different categories so everybody can, feel and find what fits them. Yes.
And back to the trends talk, you mentioned too that yes, sustainability is important to people and ingredients and things like that, but number one is efficacy. Does it perform? Does it do what I want it to do? Does it make my hair feel good? Does it make my skin feel good? Because if you don't have that, all those other things come secondary to a lot of consumers in that way.
Absolutely. And there's a huge opportunity out there with the brand Phoenix as an example. They are high quality and they do what it's supposed to do. Like they stick well on your skin, they blend well. So again, it's that offer of taking that natural brand and then consumer that are really conventional and giving them the brand that will bring them in that industry on our side, I would say. But then they get the same results and quality.
Exactly.
And Phoenix is great because they offer support and they offer training in store. So if you're not comfortable with how do I apply makeup, I don't have the staff to do this.
They're so supportive.
They're absolutely supportive.
Yeah.
So
and what I love about Phoenix too is that another big trend is skincare products infused into makeup. So making sure that the health of the skin exactly is infused in with the makeup, so it adds benefits to your skin too. People are looking for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna jump to one of my favorite is Iron IV.
Creatine.
Creatine every day, multiple times a day, and I even have to hide the bag because we go through it like it's candy. Not toxic, but what is good with Iron IV? It's a chew.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stick to your teeth, and it's another type of delivery system because typically, originally, creatine is in powder. You put it in your drink, and there's a lot of brands that still are within the powder, but they have different flavors, which is key. You have it in, for Iron IV, you have it in smaller packs.
For travel.
So, for travel, or just, have it everywhere in your gym bag. And creatine is no longer seen just like for the bodybuilder, but perimenopause, menopause, jet lag.
Brain health, exactly.
Have you tried that for jet lag?
I haven't, and I should have this trip, but I didn't.
Yeah. Well,
next time
I'm going to give you a couple of these.
Perfect.
Because we travel a lot for work, and creatine has definitely increased, and the dosage is recommended is from 5 gram to 20 gram. And for those who are nervous about the water retention, just split it in smaller size, right?
Exactly.
Portion.
And that's why I like that there's different forms. A lot of people will do, like myself, I do my creatine powder in the morning, but then if you are wanting to spread that dose out, you might not have your powder with you at work. You can have the chews. So
Yeah.
having that different delivery systems also helps with compliance in consumers as well.
And that's why we did suggest it at the trend stock to create a creatine set.
Exactly.
So you have a tons of different options, and it's great to do passive demos as well, so people can kind of taste what they prefer.
Exactly.
Along with going back to protein, our beloved Good Protein will be launching
That's exciting. Yeah.
the ready to drink. So 4 packs, same eye level. I think it's a 21 gram of protein.
And look at that, 20 fruits and vegetables and 7 grams of fiber.
Yes,
So
that's
you're
what I
hitting, like,
wanted
multiple
to
angles.
exactly to highlight. 7 grams of fiber in there, so you're already, as a great start of your day,
Yeah.
to hit those fibers. But if you don't want to, indulge in this one for your fiber, Renew Life with Fiber Smart, and we have Organic Tradition. Organica is launching
Yep.
excellent fiber
Fiber.
with different flavor. That's key again, just like creatine, right?
Exactly. And same thing, you should have a set in store with multiple different facets of fiber. So capsules, powder, so that people can have different delivery systems and different types of fiber too.
Yeah. And make sure, don't hesitate to educate your customer, because they're confused. They hear they need to take fiber, but they take a little too much.
Exactly.
So
Well,
help
the
them.
wrong type of fiber for them. Exactly.
Right. Quickly, but important. Pure liver from Land Promise, organs,
Yep.
supplements.
Big trend out of the US.
So I was speaking to actually owner. The wife just got a baby, and she was explaining how her blood, the nurse after measuring her blood, and that it was outstanding. Like she got back on her feet, like super
Natural
quick.
source of iron, multivitamins
Yes.
and minerals.
Yes. So
Exactly.
this is a huge trend, and so that was one of our little special brand. This one here.
I love the packaging.
If you know Suku, it's within the same company. They're different, but it's under kind of the same
umbrella.
roof,
Yeah.
same umbrella. Dailies. So what I really liked about that one, this one is the creatine electrolytes. So we're mixing 2 very good trends, and they're gonna have their full supplements and vitamins for women's, for perimenopause, for if you're pregnant, and they will have. This one will be in sachets. So that's not the final. They just gave me some to try personally, but that's going to be coming in powder sachets. So you can travel with it too.
And that's back to another thing we talked in the Trends Talk, is that convenience factor.
Yes.
Consumers are willing to pay a little bit more for those grab and go sachets. So again, in your sections for fiber and protein, making sure that you're having all different options, even convenience options and packets for people on the go.
Absolutely.
Or travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Iris and Arlo here?
I'm a big fan of talking about the fem care category. There's been a lot of press in that category to push people over to more natural options. And Iris and Arlo is a Canadian company, fully biodegradable, really great packaging. They have value options for people that go through more product.
And that's resealable, right?
Resealable, which is another benefit.
Yeah.
And you can also use it if you want to refill it into their beautiful little boxes that they have.
Yeah.
Their tampons are also unique too, that they have an applicator option. A little bit more comfortable to use because the cardboard has been covered in like a more slippery material. I don't know the right word.
No, this is good. When you were just saying that, I was like, oh, cardboard. It doesn't slide well, right?
It can be very uncomfortable for a lot of women. So they coated it in a product that makes it easy to applicate. So really neat product. And I love what they're doing with having, a sustainable, fragrance-free, compostable. They check every single box, beautiful packaging, but most importantly, they're a good quality product. They stay where they're supposed to stay.
And that's what we have to make sure in categories like this, that the conventional is so strong.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, especially that type of products, where it goes,
exactly,
it needs to feel and do the job that it's supposed to do.
100%.
Yeah.
Or else it doesn't matter how natural it is or how clean it is. consumers are not going to go back to it.
Yeah, there's categories like that that are more sensitive, like deodorant, same thing.
Toothpaste, hair care.
Yes.
Exactly. And that's, again, talking about justice, right? It's that the performance is there in that product.
Yeah.
Speaking of the oral care
That's what I was
category,
to tell, yeah.
this is a personal favorite, so maybe I'm a little biased, but there's
They're great.
been a lot of studies coming out about nanohydroxyapatite. I
Yes.
got that right. So it's a alternative to fluoride, and there are still some consumers, again, meeting them where they're at. They want fluoride. So this brand actually has fluoride options that are better for you with their secondary ingredients. They have the nanohydroxyapatite, and they also are coming out with this really aesthetic looking mouthwash.
Yes.
Another really strong category, beautiful bottle, has like sea salt, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C. So it's unique. It's unique, but it's big in the oral care category.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And we have Grin that came on board as well. Very
Australian
good company.
brand, right?
Yes,
Australian.
New Zealand actually.
New Zealand? Okay,
yes.
sorry.
And they have like the floss. It's super convenient, and they have like a flavor in it. I know.
Manuka honey floss. I think I tried. Yeah.
They have watermelon and grapes. It's great for kids too. So all of those brands are really very good for that category.
And it's important to keep those categories fun. I mean, oral care can get a little stagnant sometimes, and consumers are looking for fresh and new. So to have interesting brands like that with unique flavored floss or really beautiful packaging so it looks nice on your counter, that makes that category fun.
Yes.
Right?
Speaking about fun, and I'm going to let you talk about this because I know that's something that you really like.
Yes, I'm a snack girly, I know. So Smart Sweets is really on trend. They're launching some really, really cool innovation in 2026. Actually, I don't think I've seen that much innovation launch in a long time from one brand. It's huge.
Yes.
But they're really on trend with things like candy salad. They're launching cloud candy.
Candy salad. Tell me more.
So there's a big trend with the kids mixing in a bunch of different candies and eating it from a bowl. So they need a healthier option. But what I love about Smart Sweets is they are very much targeting that GLP-1 kind of feel with the high fiber, low sugar, that intentional indulgence. If people are going to have something sweet, it might as well be a little bit better for you. And I mean, who doesn't love their bright, fun packaging? It's great.
Absolutely.
So look out for that innovation coming from Smart Sweets.
The last piece I'm going to show because I think it ties up pretty well. We just mentioned Suku, but they came out with their greens.
Okay.
And
are they in packets?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
The more that we can have in packets, the better.
And they have one for kids as
they're
well.
Gummies.
They are gummies.
Because there's no secret that some people don't love to eat their greens.
Yes,
it's
especially greens, right?
Yeah, but some brands have done a phenomenal job of making delicious powders. But for people that want that convenience or don't want to mess with the powder, this is awesome.
I have the adult version here, but they have one for kids, which is fantastic because especially for kids, come and eat your broccoli is not a sexy thing.
Yeah,
so
that's going to be a fight every time, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
This is great.
Well, I think that was a great kind of
overview.
Overview snippet. Just make sure to watch our channel and then talk to your Purity rep because they'll have all the information. We have the trend stock as well that we're going to share with everybody. Yeah, this was fun.
We're also helping by making planogram sets for some of the really big categories. So a planogram set for GLP-1 support, for fiber, for protein, all those different things. So ask your Purity Life representative about that as well.
And last word, but not least, make sure that you meet your customer where they're at and don't judge them, help them.
Exactly. Thanks, Julie.